Samurais are one of the most disciplined people known to mankind. So much so that self-discipline is the foundation of a samurai's character. Samurais usually live by a code and they were very particular about it. Jin Sakai is one such samurai from the Sakai clan and is known all across the island of Tsushima as descendant of the Sakai clan. But one day a foreign ruler, Khotun Khan, invades his home and is using all the ways possible to kill everyone in their way. Samurais fight with honor. Samurais fight fair, and that is the weakness the enemy knows. Because guess what? They do not need to follow the code. They do not need honor. And here is where starts the story and the character development of the Ghost of Tsushima. Jin, uske uncle and all the other samurais go to Komoda beach where their army has to face Khotun Khan's army, the Mongolian army. Lord Adachi, one of the samurais, challenges Khotun Khan to a fair duel, but Khotun Khan does not give a damn about his honor, burns him and decapitates him and declares a war. Mongols को कोई जरूरत नहीं है किसी भी तरीके की कोड को फॉलो करने की, so they will use everything to their advantage to win the fight, whereas samurais are stopped by honor. Jin is shot by arrows in his back in the end of the fight in the battlefield and is not able to save his uncle Lord Shimura, who is in charge of the whole island of Tsushima. Jin is saved by a thief named Yuna and is not in the best shape, but still decides to go and save Lord Shimura because that is the only hope he has to save the island. That is the only solution he has in his mind. He reaches the castle and does his best to fight with honor, but obviously loses. Jin meets again with Yuna and she reveals that she actually needs Jin to save her brother Taka. They both go on a quest to save Taka, but keep in mind, Jin still fights with honor. We get options to fight in standoffs. Even in cutscenes, he prefers to fight everybody head on. But what is honor for Jin? जब ये question Jin से उसके uncle ने पूछा था, when he was training Jin, this is what he said.
What does honor mean to you?
I guess protecting people. The ones who can't fight for themselves.
Now keep this answer in mind क्योंकि ये आगे बहुत काम आएगा. Now we are on a mission to save Taka, जो एक Mongol camp में prisoner है. And everybody on the island knows one thing about Mongols. They do not hesitate to decapitate their prisoners. So if we have to take Taka alive, if we want Taka alive, we have to do so without alerting anybody in the camp. Ab Jin is on a crossroads. On one hand, he has never not followed the code of samurai, which is honor, and on the other hand, he has made a promise to Yuna to save Taka, which requires him to go against the samurai code. He chooses the latter option because that is what makes sense, and that is when he faces the reality that their opponent never had honor, and if they follow their code, they will never be able to win against them. But this isn't as easy as it seems. But he knows one thing, that he'll have to abandon honor and embrace the ways of the ghost. Jin is able to save Lord Shimura and then makes a plan to retake Castle Shimura so that they have a stronghold on the island. But Lord Shimura discovers that Jin has been using some unconventional ways to save people and he is deeply hurt after hearing this. But why exactly is he deeply hurt? See, after the death of Jin's father, the head of the Sakai clan, Shimura ने जिन को अपने बेटे की तरह पाला, अपने बेटे की तरह ट्रेन करा. He trained him to be a good samurai. But Jin is going on a path Lord Shimura absolutely despises and makes him think that who did this to him. He starts blaming Yuna because that is the obvious thing to mention here क्योंकि Yuna is a thief. Jin defends Yuna and talks to Shimura about how them following honor makes all the samurai an easy target to kill. लेकिन Shimura stays adamant on following the samurai code. Jin still keeps following the way of the ghost and little by little keeps accepting the way of the ghost and believes that it is the only way to save Tsushima and its people. Lord Shimura and the Shogun saw the terror of ghosts spreading in the lands of Tsushima. While it was something disgraceful for Lord Shimura to know that Jin is the ghost was the people's hero, the only person who could save them. Jin continues to follow the ways of the ghost and keeps clearing the path and finding Khotun Khan. He finds a very good friend of his named Ryuzo, who is a straw hat Ronin. They both unite and help each other. Jin helps Ryuzo save his best men and gather food for them, and Ryuzo in turn helps Jin to find and fight the Mongols. But it is not too late when Ryuzo also turns on Jin. जब उसको पता लगता है कि Mongols ने उसके बंदों को, रोनिन्स को अपने कैंप्स में प्रिजनर्स रखने की बजाय अच्छे से खाना दे के सब कुछ उनको खुश रखा था. तो we go on a mission to find Khotun Khan and the guy who betrayed us, Ryuzo. But as we go to a camp, we are followed by Taka, who was about to go back to his mainland. They both get captured and are tied and confronted by Khotun Khan. He asks Jin to surrender and to come with him, but Jin, being who he is, refuses to do so. Khotun Khan hands the sword to Taka and tells him कि अगर तुमने जिन को मार दिया तो you are free to go, you can go wherever you want. Jin asks Taka to run away and not look back, but Taka decides that he wants to end this once and for all. So he swings the sword towards the Khan, but he obviously dodges and kills Taka in front of Jin's eyes. And in this whole situation, all Jin could do was watch. This incident, in my opinion, made Jin adamant to stay with the ways of the ghost because he saw कि honor उनको कहीं नहीं ले जाने वाला है. It is too shallow a word and not worth the lives of people of Tsushima.
Now I must find another, and you must choose again.
जिन डिसाइड करता है कि वो मंगोल्स के एक फोर्ट्रेस में जाएगा एंड जो दूध वो पीते हैं उसके अंदर ही विल स्लाइड सम पॉइजन. ही इज सक्सेसफुल इन डूइंग सो एंड एवरीबॉडी इन द मंगोल कैंप, एवरी मंगोल dies, and then he faces Ryuzo. Ryuzo asks him for forgiveness, लेकिन Jin denies, saying that it is too big of a betrayal to forgive. Jin defeats Ryuzo, and as soon as he gets out of the fight, he is confronted by Lord Shimura. And Lord Shimura, who sees all the poisoned Mongols around him, is completely disappointed in Jin. Now see, the Shogun had forged a contract by which Lord Shimura could adopt Jin as his child and he can be the official heir to the Shimura clan. But at the same time, they were not going to accept the ways of the ghost. Lord Shimura asked Jin to abandon the ghost and put all the blame on Yuna. But Jin refused to do so and claims in front of everybody that he is the ghost and is captured by the army. Jin is eventually held by his allies who believe in the ghost and are not blinded by honor. Jin faces Khotun Khan and finally defeats him by chopping his head off. Even in the final fight, Khotun Khan was never fair. He used all the tricks he could ताकि he can gain an advantage but still failed. The leader leading the invasion is dead, but अभी भी the biggest problem is still in front of Jin, his uncle Lord Shimura. In the last fight of the game, which we have with Lord Shimura is told by the Shogun to kill the ghost, and you know how samurais are, either they'll kill or they'll get killed. In the last fight of the game, there is the best dialogue which summarizes everything Jin has been through and everything Shimura has been through.
The Shogun has declared you a traitor.
He ordered you to kill me.
The ghost was an outlaw. He taught our people to defy their leaders.
To defend themselves.
With poison, a gift you gave to our enemy.
I had to stop you from throwing away our people's lives.
You have no honor.
And you are a slave to it.
Here is where you can see what Jin has become. He went from being a samurai to being a savior, but lost his only family's respect for saving the people of Tsushima. मेरी नजर में तो he is a true leader and a true savior, not letting customs and rituals blind him and focusing on what mattered the most. After defeating his uncle, Jin has two options in front of him. Give his uncle an honorable death or let him walk away. The decision is yours. Will you release your uncle, your only family, from the chains of honor which blinded him, or let him keep his life and let him realize what he did wrong and let the fact that he did not receive an honorable death kill him internally? The choice is yours.